rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When I'm alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Taken at the 15. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Jags grab it.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On first down, McDonald. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2, here's first and goal. Out of the gun, McDonald. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Leads to second and goal.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on second and goal. They get it to him running left. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, we've seen an incomplete pass and an attempted run, not getting them anywhere at all. I'm not sure they're committed on this drive about what they want to do. I just wonder if they just say, listen, let's line up and run this thing and make it 4-down territory.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Check the backer, check the backer. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go, let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Out, out. No, check. Check right. Check three, check three.
This is out quickly to the right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
7. Dolphins, nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the 50. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's McDonald. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Dolphins' 4-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Jaguars 14, Dolphins nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Gain of 12.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Tua now on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball. Preston Williams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Complete to
Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. Dancing to his left. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, McDonald. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Dolphins 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Tua sets up to pass it. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Here's Tua. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
But the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Throwing on first down. McDonald, he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McDonald. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 46.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down carry by Elliott. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Both of these two teams, the Jets and Dolphins, looking to improve their rushing attack in 2020. Last year, they were the bottom two teams in the league in terms of rushing yards. The Jets at 31 and the Dolphins dead last at number 32. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
51 somebody. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. On first down, McDonald, open man right side is Chark. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun. McDonald escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's second down. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Throwing is McDonald. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Taken down back at the 12.
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. From the gun, McDonald. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Dolphins 7. Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the shotgun, Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
He was brought down at the 20.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Tua going to throw. Going deep here for Parker. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, McDonald eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, McDonald. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 45 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 35, Dolphins 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's flushed out left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Taking it about the 16. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Operating from the gun, McDonald. That's caught by Jackson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. From the gun, McDonald. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
First and 10 at the
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, when the Jaguars want to throw the football, they often look to D.D. Westbrook, who just completed that play there. 101 targets, 66 catches for both 2018 and 2019.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
Jones on the coverage.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destination.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. Looking to pass. Tua sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
33-yard line.
Mike 6. Crunch time, defense. Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6.
And some space here. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 11. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Matt Breida. Ruled out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6.
Now Tua. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tua Tagovailoa in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Mike 51, Mike 51. It's a party now. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
Throwing on first down. McDonald steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on second down. McDonald, and he'll let this one. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 48 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Jaguars 49, Dolphins 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is Jakeem Grant.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They run again with Breida. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let him know, let him know.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Hey, check back, check field.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Mike, sit. Mike, sit. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, check back.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Nice snag by Devontae Parker. While it took him 5 years in the league to have his first 1,000-yard season, he broke out in a big way. The former first-round pick had career highs across the board in 2019. In fact, his touchdown total for the year equaled his career total to date.
And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Mike, 6. It's coming this way, Here we go. Check.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Wide receiver.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Squeeze, double. Mike 28. Drop deep.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
A gain of 3 on the play.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Jaguars 49, Dolphins 14.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Hey, check Mike 6. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Dolphins have got it. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Good.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch the whip. 50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. 70 lying. He's smash. Crash. Undercrunch. Wings. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
Out of the gun, McDonald. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets distinctive destinations, all I want.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 22 and a first down.
A gain of 20.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's got room. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Well, he just bumped up his personal stats with a 2nd score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think I just appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
Well, you are.
Thanks. To kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. On first down, McDonald. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
42-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
5-yard line.
From the gun, it's McDonald. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. McDonald. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up second.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Ball carrier.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability and go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where it appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020, start to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He completes it to Westbrook. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Here we go, D. Dragon 60. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Here we go. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Operating from the gun, McDonald flushed out right. He may try, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Jaguar.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go, his first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
Tonight's final
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guy